you through it. Worried it'll cost too much? Here's a fact. At Brown & Crouppen, you pay nothing up front, and we never get paid unless you do. When you're our client, you'll have all your questions answered, all for free. Hurt? Get the facts and help you need. Call Brown & Crouppen now.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has a new menu.
But don't freak out.
Hot Shots favorites are still there, like their famous wings, tacos, burgers, and pizzas. Plus, sure to be new faves like Big Philly egg rolls, the Bold and Hearty Slugger sandwich, the Buffalo chicken pizza, and 2 new wing sauces, Carolina Gold and Bourbon Glaze. And making a comeback, it's the return of Hot Shots' legendary waffle fries. So now there's even more to love at Hot Shots. Come try out the new menu at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Find the location nearest you at hotshotsnet.com.
I think I fixed it.
If you've been thinking about improving your smile, now's the perfect time. Hi, I'm Dr. Otto from Otto Orthodontics. We offer free consultations, the newest techniques, and treatment that's faster, more comfortable, and tailored just for you. Whether it's Invisalign, braces, whitening, or even Botox. We're Missouri's #1 Invisalign provider with 5 convenient locations. And here's something special. Mention this ad when you call to schedule your free consult, and you'll get $1,000 off your treatment. Visit OttoOrtho.com to book your free consult today.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
I once got catfished by a girl in Kirkwood. Before catfishing was really even a thing.
This is the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com with live and on-demand content on YouTube. And catch all of our local shows on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much.
Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
louinfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown & Crouppen, 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. The North Patrol Awards luncheon recognized officers who went above and beyond the call of duty in 2024 in the 5th and 6th districts in North St. Louis. The awards program was originally set for May 20th, but was pushed back. Officers were working 12-hour shifts after the May 16th tornado. St. Louis Mayor Kara Spencer held a town hall meeting last night on tornado response, and residents criticized the speed, calling on the city to move more quickly to get resources to impacted areas. The mayor acknowledged the city could do more in North St. Louis. St. Louis Metropolitan Police are investigating a homicide after an adult man was found dead in St. Louis's Greaterville neighborhood Tuesday evening. The shooting happened in the 3100 block of Vine Grove Avenue. The victim has yet to be identified. Former Mizzou football coach Gary Pinkel is accused of DUI. Missouri State Police made the arrest just before midnight Monday in Camden County. As of Tuesday, charges had not been formally filed. Pinkel was the head football coach for the Tigers from 2001 to 2015. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports, anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We'll get some sunshine today. We do have a slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, though. Upper 80s on the high. We're in the low 70s with a few clouds for the overnight hours. It looks about the same for Thursday, maybe a little bit warmer going into the low 90s. Sunny in the morning, and then we have that slight chance of an afternoon shower. Scattered showers on Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
The Lou Information Station presents Arch City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome into the show. We are here. Welcome in. 6:12 is the time. Vic Faust here, Arch City Now. We're trying to figure out some of those technical things as we can. Not sure what you guys hear on your end, whether you're watching us when it comes to X and YouTube, or when it comes to the situation of watching or listening on LouInfo.com. But I know we here on our side, so we'll continue to rock and roll, get you guys going on this morning until we know better what to do. Okay. I'll just take your directions. It is July 9th, 6:13. And what we want to do today is, I guess we'll first of all start. We are okay. How about some positive news? Cardinals won last night. That was good. I'm wanting 6 straight wins when it comes to the Nationals. When it comes to the Braves, who the Cardinals will be playing this week. 6 straight games. They get the big one last night. They had to wait a while to play. These storms, man, we've had more. It just seems like we've had more and more storms come throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area as we've tried to deal. I mean, going all the way back to March with that first tornado that rocked the area, specifically South County. And then also what we have to do is the fact that you can they hear it on their end too? Oh, okay, I got it. All right, well, we appreciate you guys being here. We're trying to take care of some of the, and I know it may be difficult to listen to. We don't know what you're hearing. But if you want to jump in on X or YouTube at Arch City Now, you can let us know what you hear. Once again, we're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. when it comes to everything local, St. Louis, what people are talking about. We love to get up with you. It's a rainy morning throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. The rain began yesterday afternoon. We started to deal with another storm. It came through. More and more it just seems, and I don't know, we may have had more pop-up storms, but it really does seem as if we're getting more and more of those going back to March to where we are now. When it comes to the heat, you just feel it building. And we have one of those that came through the area. So anyway, I just know that we don't want to deal with this anymore. I mean, there are people from the last tornadoes, May 16th tornadoes, because I talked to somebody yesterday, he sent me a video, where houses are tarped waiting to get fixed. And now you have these storms coming through that are going through their tarps. So more and more damage continues to happen. More and more damage continues to fall through. So we'll get into that. We talked about the Cardinals. Also, we Amazon Prime Day. You guys setting that up in St. Louis? I know that's a big deal for people. We've got some lists. The best pizza by state. We'll let you know what was ranked number 1 in the state of Missouri. James Gunn, movie director from St. Louis, has a new Superman movie out. Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, he's a super talented guy. Went to SLU. He's upset some people around the country when it comes to politics in the movie Superman. We can break that down as well. Also, do you have stories from neighbors doing crazy things? Things that make you go, what the heck is going on? Of course, if you're listening, you've never done anything crazy. That would make neighbors wonder what the heck's going on. That's for sure, right? We can talk about that as well. The worst cities to live in 2025. And it's a poll. Guess what? Where St. Louis is not in. St. Louis is not in this poll. There are, however, 2 Missouri cities and one on the Illinois side that did make that list. We can get into that as well. Have you ever tried one of those car peer-to-peer rental apps or businesses like Turo? Well, St. Louis is trying to stop that from happening. Or if you're doing it, you're having to sign some sort of agreement with the city to rent your car out. And should that be happening? So people renting their own vehicles out to others, just like an enterprise would. We'll get your thoughts from that standpoint as well. We always love it when you like, subscribe, share the show, let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's what the show's about. You can do that again on X and YouTube. Once again, X and YouTube at Arch City Now to make sure that you let us know. You can always jump in on the chat line there as well. Let us know that you're watching. Tell us where you're listening from. We continue to promote all things St. Louis. That's what we get into. The news, the headlines, the newsmakers, and so forth. Those situations are what we try to do. There's also a list of the happiest places to live, and none in Missouri made the list. None in the Metro East. On the Illinois side, made the list as well. So all things that we can get into from that standpoint. We've also got, it was I don't know if we, where do we go? And a housing market survey when it comes to St. Louis and where the St. Louis metropolitan area sits when it comes to the entire region about housing, how affordable is St. Louis, making a really good list. So that's something that we get excited about as well. Also, if you ever want to jump in and send us an email for an idea, thoughts on the show, anything from that standpoint, you can do so at archcitynow@gmail.com. archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, these are things that we can do with you. We're grateful to get you going on this July 9th, 6:18 is the time on this hump day. Cloudy, a little rainy now. That should be going away a little bit. We're doing our best to get you up and going. As I always like to say, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. 6:19 in the morning. And we move on from there. Pro Joe's alongside, taking care of technical things. He just kind of gives me a look like, yep, we're working, we're doing what we need to do. And we are Arch City Now. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. And of course, following us is Hot Take Central 2.0. They bring you every day, 8 to 10 a.m. All things St. Louis, another show with Jim the Cat Hayes, and of course the former Blue, Cam Jansen. Very interesting too yesterday. We left our feet up throughout the day, and I tuned in. I'm like, wait a second, we're on. There were literally 46 people watching at like 11 o'clock, just our screen. It was like, okay, our screen is doing better than we are in the mornings. That's saying something, but we'll be bringing more and more programming to you all throughout the day as well. It was a reminder of what we can do, and it was a reminder of what we're trying to do in St. Louis to promote everything that we can. If you're listening today, let us know if you can on the chat line on Arch City Now at YouTube, Arch City Now on X. I'm told we have an echo. If you hear it, we apologize. Also, if it's not on there, let us know. That would help us as well in the chat line. You can email us as well. So I did want to give out, well, I'll wait to give out the phone number just in case, because we can't take calls right now anyway, as we try to figure everything out that we can today. All right. Cardinals got the win last night, played late into the night, 4-2. They needed that one over the Nationals. The Redbirds are now 6 games over 500. They're in that, what I call that lukewarm area, 49 and 43. 5.5 games back. It's that like C plus area. You know, it's like a grade of C plus. They're 5.5 games behind the first place Cubs. Are they out of it? No. Are they doing all right? Yeah. Are they impressing? No. Are they still in the wild card chase? Yes. What, game and a half back? They're all right there. Is it a Sonny Gray pitched? Of course. These are the situations that, the Cardinals are just kind of hanging in there. They're hanging in there. Are they going to be able to make a big splash? This is the time to do it with 5 more home games before the All-Star break against competition that's not very good. Not very good at all. So this may be the time. They're supposed to get back at it tonight. We'll see what happens when it comes to the Cardinals winning. Of course, it's just sad because it doesn't seem like there's been a lot of excitement regarding the team, excitement in the area, excitement with fans. Obviously, going to games are fantastic and people get excited about the team, but that's kind of where we are from here. So anyway, Cardinals supposed to get going tonight. That game's 6:45. Palante's supposed to pitch, and the Cardinals are 10 games over 500 playing at Busch Stadium. So that's good. They're a pretty good home team, not so great on the road, or at least they're under 500. And who knows, maybe they can get that back above 500, or excuse me, over 10 games over 500 when it comes to their home record. Okay, this is Wednesday, Arch City Now. If you have anything you want to talk about, give a shout out to, you can do that as well in our chat. YouTube and X at Arch City Now. YouTube and X at Arch City Now. We continue to talk. Okay, so we can jump right into it. And it is unfortunate because St. Louis, it's over at the Standard Apartment Complex. It's over there in Midtown. People just trying to live their lives in cars vandalized, cars stolen. One of these rings, I was a victim of a car theft in Ladue 5 years ago. And people will strike you. They'll hit you wherever you are. We talked about this last week. The guy that had his car stolen, literally right near the Amoco sign, Cheshire Inn. 8 seconds left his car running. Went in to get a Starbucks coffee. Boom, it's gone. The Standard Apartment Complex got hit in Midtown. People said they were in, they were out, cars gone, just like that. So we have to be extra safe when it comes to what we're putting out there in regards to our cars. I've been guilty of some things that I should have done better when it comes to vehicles. I think a lot of people have, not everybody, but we may put ourselves in situations for crimes, for thefts to happen to us. So we have to do the best that we can when it comes to making sure that we're not giving people a chance or inviting them in to ruin our day, because that's what would happen. We also had a situation overnight. I mean, it's over on the Metro East Side, still waiting to get more details. 64, just around the Caseyville exit, we had an IDOT truck that got hit by a wrong-way driver. We just had a situation 2 weeks ago where somebody was driving the wrong way on a highway and 2 people lost their lives. I know it's not the first time that people have driven the wrong way on highways, not only in the St. Louis area, but around the country. But it continues to happen. People driving the wrong way. I don't know how it happens. I don't know how people continue to do it. Obviously, we talked about people when it comes to having dementia or, of course, alcohol, but still waiting for more details, but that was a story from the Metro East. And MoDOT trucks get hit all the time, but usually it's not by wrong-way drivers. It's from people driving from behind and hitting them in the back. So that's something else that happened throughout the area. Also, when it comes to the St. Louis block, as we start the show off this morning, the tornadoes ruined some schools. St. Louis Public Schools decided to close them and transfer students to other schools. But then several teachers spoke up and said this is a bad idea. The violence that we could be creating by putting kids from quote rival neighborhoods in the same schools, a la gang, could create a lot of violence that we don't want to deal with. Yeah, that's something that was actually being talked about in the St. Louis area. And you're like, really? We're having to deal with this when it comes to St. Louis. Kids should be worried about schools. And instead, we're worried about where kids are going to be placed when it comes to the schools that they go to. The plan called for Ashland students to go to Jefferson Elementary. Hickey kids would go to Walbridge Elementary, and Washington Montessori students would attend Ames. At the higher grade levels, Yeatman students would have gone to Gateway Middle, Soldan students to Gateway STEM, and students at both Sumner and Beaumont would learn at Clyde C. Miller Academy. So they couldn't decide what was going to happen last night. They went back and forth, lots of back and forth between the superintendent and the union after multiple meetings on the school transition. But they don't know what they're going to do. They're not planning on moving forward with this plan anymore. So where would the kids go to school? Well, it's July 9th and they still don't know. They don't know. They said that they're going to continue to go back to the table and try to figure out a solution on where the students will attend this fall. And that's the situation that we have in St. Louis. When we talk about these situations, we want the city to flourish and be good and be positive. But when you can't even figure out where we're going to put school or put the kids in school because we're worried about violence, yeah, I think that we got another issue that we got to start taking care of. And we can't just avoid it. You can't not talk about it and say, oh, well, that's negative. It is who we are. And that's what we do. We talked about St. Louis. We prefer to talk about all positive. Most of the time it is. Not all the time. These are just issues that we hope we can see because it appears as if St. Louis is on an upward trend. By the way, should the mayor have come out, Kara Spencer, and promoted what appears to be the wonderful police job that St. Louis City Police did over the weekend when it comes to fireworks? As of yesterday, she had not. And the police department, as I gave them lots of kudos on Monday, really cut down on crime, made a lot of arrests, brought in illegal guns, and kept juveniles off the street, and really set a good precedent of deterrent. The mayor did not come out and praise the police. Maybe it's because they're doing the job they should, but let's keep in mind what has happened in the St. Louis Police Department and all the stuff that has gone against them over the years. They do something great, you promote it. So would have liked to have seen that. Would have liked to have seen the mayor come out and be more positive from that standpoint. Projo, you look like you've been run over by a train. I look over through our glass and see you through the window.
Yeah, I'm just going to try something during the break.
All right. Do we still have an echo?
On our feed, but not on air.
Oh, so people aren't hearing it?
No, not on the radio. Not on the radio, but on our feed they are.
Well, I'll talk to you here during the break. We're getting ready to come up on a break. I think we'd probably be taking it now anyway. So this is Art City Now. It's on X. It's on YouTube. You can also stream us at luinfo.com. And hey, by the way, if you want to give us a call, you can do that as well. 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. I'm Vic Faust back with more Art City Now right after this.
In your city with Kelly and Gordon. It's the hottest happy hour in STL radio. A high energy, high impact weekday radio show blending relationship values, celebrity buzz, community love, and sharp business insight. These
And that's what I'm trying to find out. Happiness, money made, crime, so forth, those sorts of things. Springfield is on the list. And so things can happen.